check transmitting.
Hi, Bill.
Hello, JC.
You alright, mate? You there?
Laxor's just getting into Discord at the moment, apparently.
Yeah. How you keeping, Bill? You alright, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Alright.
Roger.
I'm listening to some good old music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
Flintlock.
just found Flintlock on the Spotify. So
Flintlock. Oh, blimey! Wow. I forgot you were well aware of Flintlock. I think they're still doing stuff as well. Bill Rice, I'm sure I've seen doing stuff recently on YouTube.
I'm just playing the first album we brought out before Michael took over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bringing out some good memories. 1975.
Wow. Doesn't seem possible that it's that long ago.
No.
Okay, I think I'm going to go through a process of starting my aircraft. I went in earlier. I've actually been in here quite a long time, JC, because I came in with the idea of just setting up something that closes my cockpit. Because when I close my cockpit with my mouse, I spin my head round to look for the bar to grab to close it. But of course, my mouse might be anywhere. In the meantime, I could be flying anywhere too. So what I do is I've set up one of my keys or one of my levers buttons on the joystick so that I look round, but I don't actually have to find it. I just look round for the sake of anyone that's watching, and then hit my lever, my rocket firing lever in War Thunder, and it closes the cockpit. But thing is, I spent all that time. I'd already done it, and then of course I knocked a wine glass on the floor, and it shattered into at least 1,000,000 bits, and that took ages to make sure I'd got it all up because it went onto carpet as well as hard floor. So I've only just managed to sort of get back to where I was.
Sorted, mate.
Sorted.
Good evening, Lax. How are you, mate?
Alright, JC, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Gonna have a go in the MI8. I'm pretty sure I haven't actually flown this since I got track IR.
Oh,
It's my head's all over the place in it. Wow. Yeah, DCS is interpreting input that isn't there. I don't quite know why.
I noticed you were upside down earlier.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
I had that yesterday.
Yeah, it does that sometimes, track AR, doesn't it? It does some really odd things. You have to sort of flick your head away to get it back to normal.
Yeah, that's before I switched it on.
Yeah, you know, got to start somewhere, I suppose.
Yeah.
By the way, for Laxor, on Skype, I've dropped a file just in case you fancy trying it at some time. It's my Normandy mission.
Okay.
Be interesting to see how it works on a server. So if you know, when you get around to it.
Yeah, sure.
It's got a couple of. It's got about 4 109s, a load of ground units, various other stuff. Not sure if it's even got boats. That one might not have. Might have boats as well.
Okay.
But anyway, that's for sometime. Right, I'm going to go for
Okay.
my start.
I've got to try and remember the start.
You put song requests on your stream, Lux?
No, I used to until this DCMA, CIA, DRM rubbish. No, so I had to. I took the precaution of turning them all off. Or at least that's what I
Okay.
thought I did. Unless I've just turned them all on by
The other
accident.
voices are
No,
Laxor and
I wasn't
JC.
sure if you could get Spotify, that's all. Or has it got to be YouTube?
No, I'm not actually, unless it's DRM free. It doesn't matter where it is. So that all I
Alright.
use at the moment.
I run the performers on the songs.
Right.
It's been, what, 20 odd years since I got any money off them. So they can't complain. They can't say you're losing money.
I'm not allowed to. I'm petrified of putting anything up that's got any form of copyright material on now. So if it's not on Pretzel Rocks at the moment, it doesn't get on. Unfortunately,
Copyrighted by Golden Lane Records, whoever they are. 2017.
Yeah.
Freaking hell. When I recorded it, it weren't them. Not in
That's the thing, is it?
That's not in 1974.
Yeah, that's the problem, though, that you can buy the back catalogues of old stuff. At that point, you've pretty much own the record, don't you?
Yeah. But on Spotify, they've had very, very few people even listen to the tunes.
Right.
Music. Oh. Which one am I on? A little bit of loving. They've had 1,000 plays, less than 1,000 plays on Spotify.
Blimey.
How many did Dawn have?
I imagine that should have quite a few.
Weird in tracks I hadn't heard of since 75, 76. Shit track. I'll catch you two later.
And stay safe, JC.
Roger that, JC.
I'll
Take care.
I'll be watching in the background, just listen to music and having a drink tonight. So
Roger that.
Stay safe.
catch you later.
I just realised I haven't started a mission so far. Have I? Shall I start one of the rescue missions that are off to the southwest?
received a distress call from our troops in the town of Severskaya in grid Delta Kilo 76. They are under enemy attack and are suffering casualties. We need you to conduct an emergency extraction of the wounded soldiers and take them to the field hospital located at the southern outskirts of Krasnodar in grid Delta Kilo 98.
Are you on the airfield still, or are you in the air?
In the air, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just sort of southeast of the airfield now, by the name Krasnodar.
Southeast. Okay, that puts you in that direction, I think.
Yeah, you seem to be coming in a similar direction by the looks of it.
So it's not often. Well, it's been a while since I've flown this one, so I can't remember where any of my stuff is. Like silly things like compass.
Right.
Okay, no, I see. Right, it has to be you because you're the only aircraft on the map, I think.
Yeah. So I'm going to skirt the eastern edge of the lake.
Okay. Now, in theory, with the armament that I've got on this thing, I look like I mean business, unfortunately. Whether or not I can remember how to fire any of it is a completely different matter.
Ah, right. I'm seeing the red and blue markers at this distance, like from the lake. I'm just over the edge of the lake now.
Yeah, I can see your marker just about. Okay, I can see red markers now.
Got a smoker down there now, just as a marker, if that helps.
Okay.
Two smokers.
Inbound helos we have you spotted. We're east of the river and in the northern section of the town. We're lighting off blue smoke markers. Be careful on your approach. The enemy is engaging us from the west and south.
Have you hit the deck? Oh, sorry, I'm seeing a load of ground. It's our units shooting at the other units. I was wondering what was going on.
Seeing a blue smoke, are you after that?
At the moment, I'm on suppression, so I'm going in for armed.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doing it very well though. This is not handling the way I expected.
I'm out of 20mm, so I might go back in a minute.
Yeah, I am bouncing all over the place. This is not how I remember this vehicle handling. I wonder if I need to adjust my curves, because I can't seem to find a sweet spot on the centre line. I don't even know if I can use this helicopter to try and pick them up.
I just fired at an armoured car, and as soon as I hit it, it shot back on screen by about half an inch, like its length basically. It suddenly just shot back. But I think I've got it.
The other night. It was, I was getting that on the Hoggett server.
Yeah, it's just exploded. I got it, but that's the one you were approaching. That just exploded. If you saw that.
No, I didn't see it go. A little bit sort of tunnel vision. Yeah, I was seeing that a lot. Oh dear. When I was connected to the Hoggett server, and I thought that was just me, but I think that's a desync or a sync issue between client and server, which is rather off-putting. So I've got a feeling it's probably beta related rather than a client thing.
Right.
So hopefully that's on the books for being corrected.
Yeah. I'm RTV.
Okay. I'm still trying to find a target that I can actually hit. You've done a good job on suppression here, because there's only about 3 or 4 targets left in there.
More than that, and there's another bunch in the.
Is it? I'm not seeing any red. Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, some just popped in. Okay.
I think I took about 4, maybe 5 units. Getting some slight wobble. I know that I've got some kind of hits to my under nose. I might jump out and have a look. Yeah, it's under the nose, under the engine, so I might see myself getting overheated. Although seems alright at the moment. I'm getting some wobble, but that doesn't look as though my control surfaces are damaged. Yeah, the whole aircraft is wobbling just a tiny bit. You could almost imagine it to be like a noisy pot or something to do with track IR.
I just flicked over to have a look at you. It looked like it was level flight.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's pretty level, but if you could If you see what I was seeing, you'd see that the whole
Right.
the cockpit is like slightly wobbling with respect to the terrain beyond, terrain outside.
Could be another desync.
Ah. Could be that, because I'm going to have to get repaired, so it could be that when I get repaired that won't do that anymore, but we'll see. Now, if you, apart from the possibility of a track IR or a dirty pot, which mine doesn't actually use potentiometers, of course, it uses the magnets. It's sort of in keeping that if the engine was a bit out of balance, so as it's running, it's a bit out of balance and causing a wobble to the aircraft. In fact, I think it is. I don't think it's a graphic thing, because my turn and slip indicator is doing the same thing. It's wobbling left and right. The slip indicator is like pulsing around the centre mark.
What's your frame rate sitting like? Is that there's nothing sort of game orientated on network connection orientated to my server that's causing you problems?
Well, I've got 27 at the moment, 29,
No.
28. The high 20s.
Yeah, I mean that's probably going to have an effect, isn't it?
Well, maybe, but I wouldn't expect it to cause the slip indicator to be bobbing around. I'd expect that to be due to the fact that it is actually doing it in the game.
Yeah, but your frame rate could be leading you to be behind.
Well, that causes a pulsing. Bearing in mind, it's about normal. 25 to 30 is about normal for me. I'll see when I've got repaired. If it does it when I've got repaired, then obviously it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not the actual aircraft, if that's the case. You know when you had the noisy pot business, or you thought it was a noisy pot and it was making it sort of shake? It's a bit like that. I don't think it's quite the same, it's a bit like that.
Okay. Yeah, fortunately, since I've switched to Track IR, I mean that's been probably one of the biggest points of Track IR, is it's taken my input away from that joystick on my throttle. So fortunately, I don't get that anymore.
Right, I'm on base at the moment.
Okay.
Just turning on the finals.
Looks like I might have to RTB. Just took some hits, lost something.
I'm thinking that they've done something to the split flight model, because I found it quite a lot easier
Alright.
tonight. Taxiing,
Well,
I just landed without skidding all over the place.
I was
Yeah,
flying it the other night. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, it's definitely the whole aircraft is wobbling. Nothing else is wobbling, just the aircraft. It's an imbalanced engine, and I've taken hits to the engine. I think that's going to be okay when I repair, so I'm going to do that now. That's so imbalanced, it's actually shook me to one side. Some of my wings were hitting the floor.
No,
Let's see what happens.
I need to get me a new helicopter now.
What, you bent yours?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
I can't remember what I was doing. I was fighting with the radio system because voice attack seems to have a command that I'm not aware of that keeps loading up the radio system.
Oh, right. So you just need to go through what it's doing, I guess, and find out. Because so something is, when you say opening up the radio system, you mean turning on your radio, and you don't mean comms in general.
So I can get it to understand comms. That's fine. But if I try and make it, if I say exit comms, I get exit comes or exit was. I don't understand that.
I think I normally say something like F12 or something, which is exit.
Right.
Just use the F key numbers. Recognises those okay for me. So for me, I say comms F8, F3, and that gets the repair going. I think one of the menu items when you get onto comms is, I think it's F12, is like exits the comms, I think.
See, I can't get it to register F12 as voice.
Yeah, but it depends on what you set it up as. Have you typed in F12? Can't remember.
No, I mean, I'm letting it just like free recognition. If I say F12, I can't get it to recognize it as F12. I'm getting left of, deft of, effort of, but nothing. I can't make it recognize F12 as a sound.
Yeah, you might have to go through the training again on it then.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, my aircraft is on the jacks being repaired.
Yeah, I had to respawn mine. It was a little bit too far gone. So I think I'm going to disable my comms one, because it's just going to cause me problems.
Oh, you leave your commands there if you want, if it will pick it up, and just hit C, because I think that's the default, isn't it, for comms? You've changed it.
No, mine's
hit
set
C
to
and then call
hash. Mine's set to hash. But either way,
just hit it and then call your commands if they're going to work.
Yeah, but I can get the comms to work. I can't get the F text to the voice to text.
Well, mine is working. I've literally got F3, because sometimes if it needs to recognise it, I would set it up as EFF3 or something like that, so that it recognises it not just a letter but EFF.
More of a phonetic sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to start range and see what happens. I think it's going to be not wobbly anymore. I think that was to do with the engine being hit and being put out of balance.
Hey, Jago, how you doing, man? I'm breaking helicopters. What you doing? So this is the Krasnodar ground attack. So no air units. When I've finished doing my current edit, I'm going to start a weekly stream of Laxor Learns Lua, which I thought had a bit of a ring to it. And I'm going to use that as a vehicle to doing my EC mission, if that's of interest to you. Until then, we're just doing a little bit of casual ground pound, that's all. I had a look. I've got one issue with the Hoggit server, and that is that all their Spitfires spawn in an area of the map that are bloody miles away from anything. I don't know why they've done that. Because they've plonked them in with the TF-51s, which is fine. The TF-51s, you don't need ground targets. But the Spitfires do. And for some reason, they've put them out in the middle of bloody nowhere. So the Hoggett server in its current state on the training map isn't really workable for having bills flying. So that's why we're on Krasnodar. Gives us some ground units, and just a general chance to chill out, really. Otherwise, I'd have suggested we go over to the Hoggett server.
At some time you could try the one that I dropped over on Skype, just to see how that goes. But of course, that, as far as I remember, that's only got Spitfires, of course, because it's my one. But
Okay,
that could be adjusted.
Actually, I've got a problem here. I'm permanent transmit. What's going on?
Oh. By the way, my aircraft is not wobbling anymore. So the wobble was caused directly by the fact that the engine was hit and was out of balance. It was chugging and causing the whole aircraft. Perhaps I had one cylinder gone or something, and it was causing the whole aircraft to wobble as the engine chugged, which I think is a nice touch.
Oh, I've got something stuck.
Oh, what, on your keys? P22.
Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Actually, no. Hang on. I don't understand what's going on here at all.
You did put it on Vox
Discord.
the other night. You didn't leave it there, did you?
No, it's push to talk at the moment. But Discord is push to talk, but is stuck on. But OBS is effectively push to talk, and that is not stuck on.
Oh.
So I don't know what on earth is going on there. So I'm just going to flip mine between PTT and voice and see what happens on Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
I'm sure they must have done something to the split flight model, because I've just had another very easy, comfortable takeoff.
Right. I just did. Right, I said right, and it recognised it as reload. So I'm going to have to turn off all my commands and resets because it's stupid.
Well, for a change, you were quite quiet then. Can you say again?
Check, 1, 2.
Yeah, that seems alright. Perhaps I have got my own levels up a bit though. I'll check my levels. Check 1, 2.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, I brought mine down a bit.
Right, actually, that didn't make any difference to me.
No, not to what you hear, it's only what I was hearing. I've brought down the virtual input on voice meter by about a quarter of an inch on the screen.
Right, okay. Let's see, we have a letter spotted Jagos and Warhawk. Insert.
Idiot. I got myself prepared. I didn't get myself reloaded. Nicely lined up on one of the last two targets, which are in among the trees. Squeezed my trigger. I thought, oh, I haven't armed my guns. Well, they are armed, they're just not loaded. RTB. Evening, Warhawk.
Howdy, howdy.
Get in.
Here to shoot down. I'm here to hang out. How goes it?
So about the end.
I got a Jago sitting in front of me in a KA, and it's looking very, very nice. I'm regretting sitting in an MI8 currently. Right, I'm still not liking the fact that DCS beta version leaves your throttle at 100% by default.
Cool. Got a mini freeze there, more like a micro freeze.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those recently.
I'm on finals.
Imagine that.
Oh, someone's also coming in or overflying the runway.
Yeah, I got visual on you. You're good.
Get out.
Why is Warhawk pulling a Cobra? That's most unlike him.
That is not a Cobra. And I'm offended that you would suggest that.
That is such a nice thud that you get from the KA-50. That beats any other engine in this game, hands down. Yes, I called it a game.
Sacrilegious.
Oh, I didn't set my curves, that's what I meant to do.
I've got to restart voice attack.
Oh, okay. Oh, misfire, misfire. Okay, that's how you fire
Trying to
rockets.
shoot me down already.
Apparently that's how you fire rockets, okay. If you could just fly ahead and warn the neighbourhood that they're going towards, that'd be very kind, thank you.
Yeah, let me just drop some leaflets way up there.
The weapons in this are so convoluted to set up, it's unreal.
What are you guys cruising at?
Your guess is as good as mine, hang on. About 250. Actually, well, it's probably just shy of 250.
Centimeters an hour? Because there is no way that you're going 250.
Kilometers maybe.
Like, stalling out here at 120 indicated.
Yes, kilometers. I'll let you do the maths.
Yeah, you want to do the quick conversion for me?
250. Well, that's about 140 thereabouts. 180.
Okay. Yeah, I can maintain this, I guess.
Just for God's sake, don't get too close to me because I'm very unstable in the MIA, and coming from me, that has to say something.
So basically, I don't even want to be on the same server. Got it.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be safest, I guess. Jagos is taking his life into his own hands, flying as close as he is.
Yeah, I'm just up ahead, above you a little bit and to the right. Probably like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I gotcha. I can increase speed because we are actually going fairly fast, fairly slow. I'm at about 60% throttle at the moment, so yeah, I'm gonna up my throttle to about 90. So I'll pick up the pace a little bit.
Rearming complete.
Picking up the pace and reducing stability, it seems. Trim doesn't seem to operate the way I expect it to in this one. I can set it fine in the Huey and the KA, but this one doesn't seem to do the same thing. Very nice.
The goose disconnected.
I have got a moderately symmetrical loadout, so I should be more stable than I am, I'm sure. Actually, Warhawk, that reminds me. You mentioned a little while ago that you had a buddy trying to put together a server mission,
Yes,
a mission of some
El
description.
Gargantuan. He's been AWOL for a month now.
Okay.
I did leave him a message recently, actually seeing what's going on. He's been under some duress with current economic climate and things like that. There's one ugly looking helicopter.
It is but ugly, yeah.
It's about as close as I can get without killing you.
It's okay, you can be honest. That's about as close as you're willing to get in case I kill you.
I'm trying to get my power setting right here, so one of us is going to kill the other. Who knows who it is?
Okay, we are approaching ground targets, so they will be firing up.
Okay, I will do a gun run.
Well, leave me some targets, because it's taken me an hour to work out how to fire the bloody rockets.
You'll have to try the Spit fairly soon, well, not tonight perhaps, but at some point, because I feel sure that they've done something good to it.
I was flying it the other night, actually. I think it was after you'd logged off, I think. I can't remember what day it was. Or it was one of the nights you were going to join on DCS but got caught up on stuff. And Iron Sheep had me flying it, trying to goad me into... Oh, taking fire. Trying to goad me into doing silly things like flying upside down underneath bridges and that sort of stuff. And yeah, so I was flying it then. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Well, I just tonight the first time I realised or thought that it had changed was when I was taxiing, and it was an easy taxi. I had about 11 or 1200 revs, and taxiing seemed quite easy. It wasn't a bit all over the place as it easily can be, and then during takeoff I didn't have to actually do very much, to be honest. It seemed I've got a feeling they're going to put it back. They're going to decide that it's too easy, it's wrong or something. I hope that they put it this way because it's right.
Well, that was a short-lived flight because I hit a tree. I don't like how the Mi-8 flies at the moment.
You died?
Yeah, whenever I...
Oh my god.
The stick input doesn't seem to be consistent, so if I fly level, or get level, I then start pitching up, so I correct it, and then I'm pitching down. And it doesn't... It might be curves, maybe I haven't got that. It's too sensitive around the centre point, so perhaps I need to just ease it off. But I couldn't maintain level flight, and so I clipped a tree. Which doesn't make me fantastically happy with myself. Quite a few stutters at the moment. I don't know how the server's acting for you.
Decent.
Okay.
Decent.
When I said I had a bit of a micro freeze earlier on, I got, I think, one after that, and then it was okay.
See, the Huey feels a bit different as well.
Better
But that
or
might
worse?
just be. I don't know. It doesn't feel quite the same. I just don't know why yet. Everything seems to be. Things seem to be pulling in directions that I'm not anticipating. I'm at least having better luck trimming it out. Okay, I can see someone in the air in the general vicinity of the. I was going to say the push, but that's not what I mean. Wrong game. The extraction zone. I'm inbound in a Huey.
I'm coming here again. But the vehicle I was going for seems to have turned off its marker.
Did it blow up without you noticing it?
I've just overflown it somewhere, but I just can't see it. It was very noticeably a little red dot, and it's a tank of some sort. So I'll be struggling with this, with the tank, but the marker's not showing. The marker's showing on the map, but it's not showing on the ground.
No, don't they turn off if you get too close? Within a certain range.
Well, don't they turn back on again?
If you go far enough away, yeah.
Well, I'll try that. In fact, I'll go out of the zone.
Yeah.
Right, I just went out of zone.
Yeah,
I'm going to come back in.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're quite a way out now.
There's an infantryman. I feel a bit guilty about shooting an infantryman, but I can't find the other one. In fact, I won't find him if there's no marker, unless I've accidentally turned them off. Can't see how I would have done. I haven't done anything while I've been flying.
I don't think you can change them whilst you're in the air anyway. I've only ever been able to influence them when you're on the ground.
Oh.
Blimey, I'm only halfway there. Speedy transport, this ain't.
I think something just shot me.
Yeah, they've got AKs, they'll do some damage to you, innit?
It's only that one unit, but I think because I saw some fire in the engine, I'll have to jump out and take a look. No, there's no visible damage. So why did I just see fire on my engine?
No visible damage, but what if the shots hit your rotor blade or something? The propeller, even.
Well, it's not impossible, but I mean, temperatures seem okay. I'm not noticing any issues. Still got prop pitch control. But I don't know where the last one is. Apparently I've just flown past the infantryman. There's no way I'm going to see him if there's no red mark.
Yeah, I can see a red. I can see a red unit.
I can't see any.
Unless you have accidentally turned them off. Left shift F10.
Yeah.
I think is the default.
Yeah, I've just hit that.
There's 2 ground units, I believe.
Yeah, an infantryman and a tank.
Right.
I must have turned them off. I'm seeing them now.
Okay.
I wonder what I did to do that. Because that was when I was
It wasn't. It
flying.
wasn't maybe a voice command.
I can't imagine. No, because I was flying. I wasn't using any commands at that point. It's like I was hitting them and then all of a sudden they weren't visible. They just had a piece of me.
Let's check.
And of course he's put himself where there's trees and power lines or whatever in the region, so I have to be careful when I go in for it. My engine's out of balance again. Now I've never noticed that before, so this has got to be something that they've changed.
Well, unless the hits to your engine were hits to the engine, perhaps it's not being modelled correctly. I'm not sure if I was pressing the push at all there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
you were.
that. That's all right, I got
Okay.
that. Just that I was busy on a run.
So sometimes you sort of press it automatically, and then when you think about it, it's like, I don't actually know if I pressed the button or not.
Yeah. I'm RTB because he's messed up everything. The compass is spinning. Prop pitch, I think, is probably gone. Yep, prop pitch is
okay.
gone. Compass is spinning wildly.
I'll leave the tank for you, or Hawk. I'll take out the infantryman.
Alright, I'm actually loading in the F-18 right now.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I was in the A-10, but I was trying to manage
Yeah.
your speed, and then dropped away.
Well, in that case, I will. Oh, you crashed. Is that a technical way of saying you crashed?
Wait, what?
I wasn't sure if I just dropped away. I wasn't sure if that was a technical.
Oh no, it's
embarrassing way of saying you crashed.
it's from the stall. Yeah, I lost control. I dropped away.
Right.
I've
No
got to
shame
find
in
the
that.
sun.
I was going 80 knots. What can I expect?
I've got to find the sun because I've got no compass. Although, what's the other one like? There's two compasses, isn't there? I'll never use the other one. Can't see it. Sticks in the way. I'll do it by landscape.
I believe the tank is down.
Jolly
Or at least
good.
I hope it is after that.
And I've got the wobble. I think I might look to see if I've got engine
Tank is
damage.
not down. Tank is not down.
I've hit it a number of times, but it's just not enough. Not with this.
We'll just
it's
do it.
with Saints
Well, I've got
Row.
I just threw a bunch of
Mark
rockets at it.
3s for it. 9 actually.
I'm pretty sure I just hit it with a damn rocket. Perhaps I didn't. Oh, now I've got a cat invasion.
I'm currently crossing the lake southwest to northeast. and I've definitely got a wobble, but there are no visible external damage to the engine area.
Oh, for the love of...
What's going on over there?
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to sort the cat out.
Wait, so where did he go?
Lexor's dealing with a pussycat, I think.
Right, sorry about
5-minute break to deal with your cat. What the hell?
Yeah, you have no idea.
High maintenance cat.
Yeah. Okay, jump back into here. I wouldn't have minded, but I was just on target, and then he jumps up onto the desk. Knocked my sticks and my throttle down.
Well, I can't get repaired. It obviously thinks I bought it. I'm upside down on the runway with a broken airplane, but I can't get back in the aircraft, and I can't therefore repair.
Yeah, it does look a little bit broken.
Yeah. I've never seen that wobble before when your engine or when your aircraft is hit and the engine's ticking badly. I've never seen that before, so that I believe is new, and I like that. That's a good touch. It's a bit of an indicator, isn't it, of what is actually going on to some degree. The engine didn't overheat or anything, but it was obviously running lumpy.
Using these unguided bombs, I hit all around that tank, and I hit it with like 200 cannon rounds, but I did not destroy it. I killed the other infantry, though, in the area.
Really?
Yeah. I missed with the dummy bombs, so pretty close, but not enough AoE. If I had Mark 84s, it probably would have been successful there, but I just had the Mark 83s, which apparently don't give enough spread.
Well, he's
what the hell's going on
done.
now?
I'm inbound. I'm gonna refuel and rearm over here where you guys are at.
My rotors just exploded. What the hell is going on?
Exploded.
It's another day in the world of lax.
I tell you, I'm like that close to just saying, fine, I'll leave it.
What, that particular aircraft?
No, I've had complete failures and everything I've picked up this evening.
Oh, right. A bit like me last night, really. Well, actually, I'm thinking that it's 1:30. I won't want to be moving into War Thunder because I'll be going up way late if I do that. So I think I'm going to fold there. It's been good. It's been good in as much as I think I've learned that the Spit must have had a new flight model.
Yeah.
I feel sure of it because it is so much easier to fly. Not just to fly, but for takeoff. And the landing.
Yeah.
Normally, I get down, I land okay, and then when moving along a runway, having touched down, it starts to skid all over the place, and that's when it all goes pear-shaped. But I've still had some of that, but not the same sort of degree. And it can't be because I'm well experienced, because I haven't flown the Spit or DCS for a little while. I got in it the other day, I think, but I didn't actually fly it. So I haven't flown it for a little while, so it's not like my own ability, I'm sure. So I think it must be that they've improved the flight model. So I'm going to hang her and catch another time. So catch Lexor and Warhawk another time. Take care both. TTFN.
Take care.
Have a wonderful evening.
And for the sake of anyone, oh no, there's no one watching.
I'm gonna blow up that tank before I leave, just so you know.
All right.